was completely alone. That's not right.
Oh?
I was 11 when I found myself alone. I used to have a twin brother.
Oh.
An older brother. And his name was Muichiro.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 8 of Demon Slayer, The Mu and Muichiro.
Amazing.
Hi, Rue.
Rue.
This is a beautiful girl. Look at her. Hi.
So, the Mu and Muichiro. Muichiro is the Mist Hashira that just broke out of the water prison. What are your thoughts before we jump into this episode and why it would be the Mu and Muichiro?
Okay, I'm wondering what Mu by itself means. Because it feels like a putting the fun in dysfunctional kind of thing.
Yeah. And Muichiro is one name, right?
Yeah, but in languages that are like characters and not phonetics, there can be a character in a name that doesn't mean the character it is, but then if it's by itself, it does have a singular meaning. It's like a whole thing.
Rue's being very cute. Oh, Miss Rue. But interesting to see what this could mean. I think he might be getting his memories back in some way. We're going to have to see. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you've been enjoying our Demon Slayer reaction series and are excited for more episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next few Saturdays. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Demon Slayer right now, it's all posted to Patreon in its extended full-length form, along with episodes of our series that will be following Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. We already have a bunch of episodes from Jujutsu Kaisen posted, and we could not be more excited to start this new series. But before we do that, are we excited for episode 8 of season 3 of Demon Slayer?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
All those spiky things look just awful.
Yeah, and they're poison. They still got to be hurting him.
Yeah.
At least he can breathe now. I know those breaths feel nice. Oh, I bet they're barbed or something.
Doesn't look like it.
These needles. I may have been able to escape the water pot.
Yeah, but he's still... Yeah, not good.
Oh.
Kotetsu, are you...
At least they're all out. But I don't think Kotetsu's alive. Like, he got stabbed severely.
Yeah, that was...
through the chest.
That seemed unsurvivable.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can...
Memories?
You can do it, Muichiro. Now.
Okay.
Stand up.
Father.
All right.
Fantastic.
Great. I like this intro.
Yeah, it's very cool. The way they animate the creatures in this universe is so cool.
What made you say that? The Hydra?
The Hydra, but then I was also gonna say that about the, like, wind-up goldfish steampunk lobsters. You know? Like, that's just, it's so interesting.
Yeah, and normally that'd be very difficult to portray in anime because there's so much, but they use CG.
Okay.
That's the different look you're seeing.
It was smart of them.
Yeah, but let's see it. All right, let's see. Yet another fight where the Hashira has this unfair disadvantage, but will nevertheless fight on. Let's see what he can do. He's just like Tanjiro getting his memories and having those help him on.
My father was a lumberman.
This is beautiful.
Yeah,
As
right?
his son,
Very fall.
I would help him cut down trees whenever I could.
This is continuing on that theme of whenever a character's close to death, they get a memory that helps them.
It's like sees the life flash before your eyes.
I remember,
Yeah. For somebody who doesn't remember, that's gotta be huge.
Right?
I remember that I used to love helping father work.
Aww.
That's sweet that that's like a main memory.
Hang in there, Mother. Father just went out to get you some herbs, so... Mother! She's burning up. Here, take my blanket. That should help, right, Mother?
So cold.
Oh no.
Hang on. Father will be back soon, alright?
Well, this is tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what happened to make him lose his memory and still survive, you know?
Totally.
Oh no. Not this guy, but the son.
Right,
but
yeah.
I think he must have just died there. Yeah. Oh no.
I lost
Oh,
two
With
getting
the
people dear
flowers.
to me.
Oh, I think those were maybe the herbs.
Oh,
My mother and
Yeah.
my father passed away.
those were the herbs, yeah. They both died because he
I
couldn't bring
was
them back.
10 years
Wow.
old, without
Oh
any
no.
parents. I was 10 years old and completely alone.
That's heartbreaking.
Muichiro.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Oh?
I was 11 when I
Brother?
found myself alone. Before then, I used to have a
Whoa.
twin brother,
Oh.
an older brother, and his
Wait,
name
wait.
was Muichiro.
Didn't we talk about a potential twin?
You talked about an evil twin regarding
A demon twin?
Yorichi,
But that's
like the 300-year-old guy.
right. So that's not.
But perhaps Sunbreathers tend to have twin brothers? Like,
Interesting.
And also, listen how similar Yorichi's the name of the 300-year-old guy, who obviously, if he's a Sunbreather and this guy's descendant of Sunbreathers, they may be distantly related. Listen to the name they technically have for this twin.
Right? It's super similar.
I used to have a twin brother,
And the dark and
an
light.
older
Yeah.
brother, and his
Angrier
name
look.
was Yuichiro.
Yorichiro. That sounds like Yorichi.
Yeah.
Or maybe Yorichi.
Maybe you're reaching.
But yeah, it was funny. Maybe I think you were throwing out the evil twin as a joke, but like maybe you got
I'm
it.
never joking.
Yeah, she means it. And what happened to this brother?
Kindness
Maybe it's like a
doesn't
fragment
exist
of the sun thing.
Oh.
If you try to help somebody in need, you'll only get hurt.
Okay, yep,
That's
evil
not
brother.
true.
Yeah.
Whatever you do to help others has a way of coming back around and helping yourself someday. That's what Father said. You're regurgitating the words
And that's
of a
what
man who got
Tanjiro
himself
said,
killed
too.
trying to help someone else. How could you say something so cold? He
Yeah,
died
he-
trying to save our mother. As
He
if a
acts
few
more like
herbs
his
would have
brother.
done anything to heal her at that point. Don't be so stupid.
Wow.
Don't say such awful things.
Not
If he
quite as
hadn't gone
mean,
out
just
in the middle
as,
of a storm, maybe we would have only lost our mother that night.
yeah.
Please
This
stop
feels like
saying
what he would
things
say in
like
his
that.
present
That's
state
going
without
too
his memory. You
Mhm.
know?
I'm only telling you how it is.
Maybe it's like an evening out kind of thing.
I guess the Mu in Muichiro stands for incompetence. This
Ooh.
conversation is meaningless. Or maybe the Mu in Muichiro stands for meaningless.
Mean?
Oh my god, this kind of feels like Teku.
He was unsympathetic
Yeah, right?
and spoke
The
harshly.
definition of it.
I feel that, in a way, I acted like him after I had amnesia.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He acted just like
Life
him.
with my brother wasn't easy. If anything, it was stifling. I was sure he despised me, and because of that, I couldn't help but think of him as a cold person. I
But they're
remember
not
the
twins. He said
seasons
older
changed,
brother.
Yeah.
And it was
They
spring.
look identical though.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm gonna fetch some water. You still haven't gotten any?
Guarantee, even though we said that, people are going to be like, they thought they were twins. What are they thinking?
Dumbasses.
Dumbasses, you
That's
seals
us.
clapping for nothing.
That's us.
This reminds me of the setting from Attack on Titan when Gabby and Falco are in the forest for some reason.
Yeah.
The first time I saw her, I couldn't believe it.
Huh.
She was so beautiful. I thought she was a white birch spirit.
Who is that?
A white birch spirit.
It turns out this person was the master's wife, who came to visit
Oh,
us.
the eyes
which
look
meant
similar
she
to the
traveled
daughter.
all the way up the mountain.
Yeah.
Or the, like, twins.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, my brother just spewed his usual insults and drove Lady Amane away.
Oh my god.
Can you believe
Haven't we
it?
heard that name before?
I feel like
That might be Misa's last name.
it is.
Oh,
It is. That's it. Wow. Are you somebody
who even
watches
am I?
anime
Who even
a
am I?
lot?
In
If
the
homeschooled me could
brother
see me
just
now.
I mean, this is your 7th
spewed
anime.
insults and drove Lady Amane away.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
That's cool.
She says our ancestors
I'm
were
so
swordsmen.
proud of myself.
Apparently,
Oop, said ancestor
Okay.
to
an
swordsman.
amazing swordsman who used something called first breathing.
Yeah,
Wash
you're
the rice
Richie.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Wash the rice already. Hey, let's
Mean.
become swordsmen.
And this
It's
reminds
hard to
me of
believe demons
Yorichi
exist
versus
and are
the
out there
Demon
hurting
Slayer, yeah.
people. If
Yeah.
we can do something to help, we should, right?
Not the Demon Slayer,
So
the demon.
let's become swordsmen and save the people who are suffering. If we do it together,
Okay.
what makes you think you could ever save anybody? You can't cook
Oh, boy.
rice on your own and you're gonna be a swordsman and save others? Give me a break, Muichiro! You sound like mother and father spouting that kind of nonsense.
Dang.
Stop being so optimistic.
Oh my
Your mind
God.
is poisoned. Just like mother who told us she was fine and then worked until she collapsed.
Yeah,
Like father who
two
got
ways you
killed
can
trying to find some herbs.
approach trauma from when you lost your parents.
Yeah.
Even after I begged mother to rest over and over, the only kind of people who can help others are people who are chosen to do so. Our ancestors may have been swordsmen, but we are just two hopeless orphans. We're only good for one thing, and that's dying in the street like dogs.
Oh my
Our
god.
parents met the same fate to prove it.
Okay.
We'll only end up getting used by that woman. Why do you think she came all the way here? We're never talking about this again, got it? Now
Oh my
hurry up and
God.
get dinner ready.
Okay, well, he sucks.
Yeah, dang.
After
Like,
that
I get
incident,
trauma, but
we
that's just
stopped
beyond.
speaking to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, they don't speak now?
Yeah.
Except for the one time we fought briefly when my brother hurled water at Lady Amane, who traveled up the mountain to visit us again.
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not strong enough.
If they ever pull out that Tanjiro randomly has an evil twin brother, I will be shocked. I don't think they will. But he's not related to the Sunbreathers. He's just like his
Has the
ancestor was
earrings.
a friend of the Sunbreathers. Yeah,
Yeah.
Summer came. It was blistering.
the original.
So my brother and I were always irritable. It was a hot night. The cicadas were singing.
Montana learned what cicadas sound like.
I
Recently.
did. I did think they were birds at first.
She was
or
like,
frogs.
"What is going on?" Yeah.
But they're bugs. And they're gross.
Nothing like the cold drink of water
In the
night.
middle of the night, yeah. Oh,
Oh my god.
Ah, damn it. Nothing but a couple of brats, huh? Whatever.
do we...
Muichiro!
It's just a demon. Seems to
Okay.
be a random. Oh,
Right, we
my
do... Oh my god!
And he went to protect him. Oh my god.
Okay.
This looks like
Yikes.
Akaza a little bit, but
It does,
not-
right?
I don't know if it is though. He doesn't use claws
But similar, like, hair and,
and
look.
different voice.
Yeah.
I think it's just a random.
Maybe
demon.
just... Yeah.
Cry for help, but
Oh
no
my
one's going
God.
to help a couple of useless lumbermen like yourselves.
Oh my
It
god.
doesn't matter whether you exist or not. After all, your lives are worthless.
Oh my god. What is?
All I could see was
But he
red.
only killed
Oh,
one of
he
them?
can only see red,
Into
so
a
maybe he just
violent
locked
and
in.
uncontrollable rage.
Oh.
Oh,
Boiled from the pit of my stomach.
this feels
It
like
came to me naturally.
Mikasa when
And
she
while I
raged as a
can't
kid, you know?
remember
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what happened next. I still hear that roar, even now. I can't.
Oh
believe
my
the sound
God.
That came from my throat, from my own mouth.
That's breathing.
Yeah, right?
Holy crap. So this is what's gonna save him, maybe. Okay, before we begin.
Okay.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Just quick thoughts. Okay, so he
The
has
brother
this,
was like... Or go ahead.
like a last ditch like scream of like survival that he maybe activated back then.
Yeah. I mean, the brother being a dick and then sacrificing himself immediately with just like zero hesitation. I
Yeah.
feel like it makes sense that Muichiro kind of adopted some of those traits in honor of him,
Yeah.
kind of.
But
So that
even
explains.
subconsciously.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. But I think he maybe killed the demon back then. Wonder if his brother lived.
Oh,
Whoa.
The demon was on the brink of death, but apparently it couldn't die. Even
Not
with its
yet?
head Smashed in. So it
Oh.
was suffering.
holy shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have sunlight or a Nichiren sword. There we go.
Oh,
Holy
okay.
crap, so we just pinned it down and made it not regenerate? It's like his ancestor energy
That's-
took control.
Sunrise.
really
And the demon
fucked
turned
up.
to dust and
I mean, like, I
vanished.
get that you
Yeah.
have to do it, but like, wow.
The amount of like stuff you have to do that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
All I wanted was to get to Muichiro and tend to his wounds, but suddenly my body felt like it was heavier than lead. It took me what felt like ages, just to reach the house right in front of me.
This seems like the state he was left in when
Yeah.
the master found him.
Do you think it's exhaustion from the fight, or was
Yeah.
there poison on the claws?
I would say
no.
exhaustion.
Please, I beg of you.
Oh,
Please, Brother, you're alive.
What is he asking for?
to die
To be
maybe?
put out. Yeah.
Or to save his brother. It could be anything. He's just saying, please, I beg of you.
Please, dear God, Buddha, anyone out there who's
Oh.
listening, I beg of you, save him.
Yeah, to save his
Please
brother.
save my
Oh.
He doesn't
Aw.
deserve any of this.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
My brother isn't like me. He's kind. He's a kind-hearted kid. Through and through. He says he wants to help others. But I got in the way of his dream. So please, please don't punish him. It's my fault. And only mine. The truth is, I've always known about his name.
What's his name mean?
Muichiro stands for.
What does it stand for?
Are
Whoa,
we-
you got the Mark II.
Infinity.
Infinity?
Oh.
Misbreathing. Fourth form.
What? It's just like Tanjiro's scar almost.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Fourth form. Whoa.
Shifting flow slash.
Whoa.
Kotetsu.
Oh.
So it must
Okay.
just be some ancestral power.
About me.
What?
Mr. Hagineska, you have to
That's like memory activated?
Maybe.
swords.
Right.
What could that even mean?
Damn swordsmith.
It's obviously giving him power up.
Right? Yeah.
This is absurd. It's practically
Yeah, he's not even
eating you
noticing
alive.
him.
No.
Even after all I've done to him, he still won't stop holding that damn sword. Even when I decimated
Tarzan.
one of his eyes, he maintained his focus, sharpening that sword. Ooh, I know. What if I tell him I'm going to kill this one?
Whoa.
Oh.
He managed to escape the water prison pot, but how is that possible?
And he's not
Shouldn't
like
be.
resisting
I
the.
was so
He is
certain
resisting
that
the
his death
poison.
was imminent, that he was the furthest thing from my mind.
I feel like he should be more scared than he
On
is.
the other hand, I didn't
Which
notice
which
his-
one?
The demon.
The demon.
like
It
if-
seems like he's starting to get a little scared.
Right. A little bit, but in a situation where you thought someone was just like so dead they're not even on your radar, and then they suddenly appeared, they seem stronger than ever, I would be more afraid
Yeah.
than he seems right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait a second. On the other hand, I didn't notice he escaped because I was so focused on dealing with these two. Yes! Hold on. What's with that mark on his face? If I recall the information Lord
Yeah.
Muichiro gave me, the child with the earrings is the one who has the mark on his face, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Why do they
There
both
are
have it?
more.
No, it matters not. How are you standing there so nonchalantly? And how were you able to summon even greater speed than our last
Whoa.
encounter?
What
and
is
wound
that?
me?
Did he already pass him? What? Whoa.
Octopus face hell!
Octopus face hell.
What?
Oh my god.
You didn't expect this octopus flesh to be so springy. Let's see you try and
Ew.
slash this.
He's like, still not
Because
done.
I gotta sharpen this all
Job's
the
not
way.
finished.
He's still holding that sword.
It's gotta be even on both sides.
Surely
Yeah.
he's not in his right mind. I'm sure you know this, but I wasn't trying earlier. But this
I think
time I'll
that was
give it all
clear.
I've got, so
Yeah,
I
What
can
is
right.
slash and
What's his
absorb
max
you.
power?
Oh my goodness.
Mr.
Whoa.
Kanamori, you crafted this sword for me.
Holy
Mr.
cow, that's
Wow.
Thank you.
Very cool that it matches his hair and eyes.
beautiful. Yeah.
It was
That's the
nothing.
color.
All
Yeah.
I did was follow the instructions your first swordsmith left me.
That's right.
That
was
looks
Mr.
like something. It's
Tetsuya.
pretty beautiful.
That was like
My
a little
first
bit
sword
more
for
than
you,
just
wasn't
that.
But he's since passed away from heart disease.
No matter how
That's
many
such a
times
normal
you
way to
erase
die
your soul,
for this universe.
Yeah.
It fits like a glove.
Nice.
I worry about you very much, boy. Who could ever understand what it is you're going through? How you only have time for battle and training. How you're barely getting by. And
Oh, his
how
former
you're breathing
swordsmith.
room. How anxious you must be all the time because you can't seem to remember anything. And how you strive so hard you end up vomiting blood whenever I lay eyes on the battered swords you've used. It brings a tear to my eye. Muichiro, listen to me carefully. I feel I won't be around much longer. But I'll still worry about you, even in the afterlife.
Oh,
Mr.
Oh,
Tetsuya,
wow.
I'm sorry. I know I made you worry, but I'm all right now. So, rest easy.
Whoa.
Mist breathing. Fifth form.
Whoa.
oh my goodness.
Sea of clouds and haze.
Oh my god. That looks sick.
He cut that octopus into so many pieces.
But it seems like you're not able to keep up with
Made
my
sushi.
pace of speed.
Yeah, literally.
Are you sure?
Still too fast. Wait, did he get him? No way.
Maybe it's because you've lived for hundreds of years, but your senses have grown weary.
Oh!
I'm going to behead you. I've got much more important things to do than playing with that silly vase of yours.
Don't underestimate me, you damn
Okay.
rat.
Wow. You just instantaneously appear in any of the pots.
Yeah.
So kind of hard to defend.
No, that's just like,
They could be anywhere too. Whoa, that looks cool. That was sick
I
shot.
couldn't be more gentle with you.
oh.
It's just, I could never afford to be that way. Being compassionate towards others is one more thing that only the chosen can do. But remember, Muichiro, no matter how virtuous a life you may lead, neither the gods nor Buddha will be the ones to protect you in the end.
It was himself
That's why I threw myself in front of you that day.
and his brother.
Muichiro,
Yeah, right.
You and I are nothing alike.
He was just trying to lift him up
Because for
in a
the
way.
sake of someone else, you can exert infinite strength.
Whoa. Oh my
Wow.
god, that's gorgeous.
You are one of the chosen ones.
Very
And
cool.
that is where we are left for episode 8 of season 3 of Demon Slayer. Holy
All
crap.
right.
What a great scene. Let's hear our Taisho era secret and then we will discuss it.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Miss Kanroji. Let's start with your friends from the village.
Our gifts and all-you-can-eat spread.
I want to see her use that sword more.
Yeah, right?
Huh? You're gonna have seconds of all this?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Gotta replenish after
Of course.
Nowadays, Miss Kanroji's favorite foods are pork cutlets and omelet rice, which are both Western-style foods. So as a surprise,
Oh, interesting.
Nezuko and I got her some for her birthday.
Omelet rice.
That looks like a Nintendo mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
Of course! Up next, episode 9, Miss Hashira, Muichiro Tokito.
All right. So it's going to be
Perfect.
his fight scene. All right.
All right.
And that's where we're left.
I'll make you into one of my beloved works!
Mist
Oh my
breathing.
god.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Lunar dispersing mist.
oh my god. What are your first thoughts on that episode?
Fantastic. God, the
was-
show's so good.
Yeah, it was super sad, but also
Very
like,
sad.
Yeah.
Very visually gorgeous. Learning more about Muichiro's backstory explains a lot about just kind of his attitude going forward, because there was a bit that didn't make sense that now like definitely does.
Yeah, it's interesting that his innate memoryless state was the way his brother was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they even went so far as to point that out. And like also the way his brother was like, you're a chosen one. Only chosen people can be compassionate, so I'm not going to be compassionate, but if you keep yours, you'll be a chosen one type thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's an odd approach, but like at least he ultimately cared about him. Nonetheless, very tragic backstory, and also learning more about scars and stuff. Can't wait to discuss it all, but that's where we're left for this episode, and thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for our next episode coming next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Demon Slayer and a bunch of episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia, check out the Patreon linked in the description below where they're all posted right now. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions that we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Miss Breadloaf asks, what do you make of Muichiro's devastating backstory? Also, what are your thoughts on how he was able to completely destroy that demon at a young age and with no swordsmanship experience? Very tragic backstory.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaking backstory.
Just lose your whole family slowly.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, losing your dad to a demon or losing your dad to like trying to help your mom and your mom dying because of that.
Yeah, because like from the lack of help.
Yeah.
Well, and then I also don't know which would be worse, like losing all of your family at once or losing part of your family and then having part of your family left who are blaming some of your dead family members for everything being wrong, and then that family member also dies. Like, that is so heavy.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the amount of power it must take to defeat a demon like that with 0 training, he's got to just be like an unbelievable raw talent.
Yeah, like he definitely is a bit of a prodigy. I think they've said something about him being a prodigy, and like it shows there, but it's interesting that he didn't always have this confidence. It was like awakened.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really know how, and now he's sort of tapping into it. I'm interested to see what exactly these like scar formations forming are.
Yeah.
And that actually leads into our second question, which is Jinchuriki87 asks, we see Tokito gain some kind of markings that Tanjiro gets on his head when he taps into Hinokami. What do you think this means? And in terms of him fighting as well, like I think it means you're just tapping into some ancestral power. And I think that's how he was able to defeat that demon. But even Tanjiro would be impressive to see him pin down a demon like Muichiro did. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the marking?
Yeah, I think it's like kind of a symbolic like light bulb going off or something like really clicking where there's like a moment that something goes from being something you've practiced that you're like actively trying to do to it just being this like subconscious innate thing. Maybe that indicates the switch.
Yeah.
That it's like when it's ingrained in you, then you get the markings.
Yeah, I see it almost as like an avatar state type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's tapping into that ancestral power bank somehow.
Right.
And the infinity thing as well, like the Mu means infinity, so as long as he's protecting somebody, he gets infinite strength. Like,
that's so cool.
Is that the Yurichi power? Like, is that kind of what, like how Tanjiro has been able to go beyond as well?
Maybe.
Whenever he's defending somebody, that's like the innate trait that kicks in? Very interesting.
Yeah.
I have a very dumb theory, I just need to say.
All right.
Yurichi has a twin brother. The twin brother's like, I'll become a demon to get a demon art. That is, whenever you defend somebody, you gain like infinite strength. And then because you're in the same bloodline, you can pass it down to demon slayers to eventually defeat Muzan. Stupid theory, just wanted to say that. But let's go to our final question. Final question. Aaron Ryan asks, what do you think of Yuichiro's behavior towards Muichiro? Is it a good way to protect somebody?
No.
No, but could you see how it would be psychologically
totally
a cause of
understandable.
Trauma?
Yeah, like there are plenty of things that people do as a response to trauma that are not necessarily like the most helpful or advantageous for like making the situation better, but that doesn't mean that that action doesn't make sense. Like it makes perfect sense that a child would feel like that. And then especially when his younger brother is talking about how it wasn't actually that bad. Like, I mean, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but if you're someone who has the mentality of Yuichiro and then you're hearing everything that Muichiro is saying, that's going to be irritating. Like that's going to create internal conflict with this idea that you have that your parents are awful for leaving you, which that can't be questioned, because if it is, then that's like a whole separate thing that needs to be unpacked. So just shutting off and being mean and pushing people away. It's a very, very common thing to do.
Yeah, and at the end he sort of explains his logic, but I think he didn't really have that conveying very clearly to Muichiro, but I can understand it as a result of trauma and nobody else to help you.
Totally.
But that's where we're left for this episode, and hopefully Muichiro can pull it out in the next episode and get a win here against the pot demon, but that's where we're left for this episode. Are we excited for episode 9 of Demon Slayer Season 3?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.